I raised myself.
These.
That's real.
Somebody kept documentation.
Yeah.
Oh, they bought you. Man,
why you say somebody like you didn't just say these coaches hold money?
Your coach.
These I don't.
Bro, or listen, handlers or whatever the case may be.
Yes.
But it's the documentation.
Of what?
He kept documentation when I took Bees to McDonald's, or I bought Bees some shoes, or I did this, or I did that. From the time you was 13 to the time you was
Which is what broke my heart.
Because you thought he was doing it out of kindness of his heart.
Which is why I just asked you, how much do for 18 years of his life, if you're a real dad, how much do you really, if your son grow up and become Elon Musk and only give you 10 grand or not even.
My kid ain't got to give me nothing. Right? My kid didn't ask to come here.
Let's just we can talk real facts if y'all want to hear real facts. I'm not going to, later for the days that I just subscribe to whatever y'all say, either hear what I say or don't ask me. But this is real shit.
High school. Is it true you went to 6 high schools?
Mm-hmm. I went to 7 elementary schools. I went to 4 middle schools. I went to 6 high schools.
Okay. You went your freshman National Christian, 30 points, 10 rebounds. Sophomore year, Riverdale Baptist, 28, 13 rebounds. Junior year, Oak Hill.
No.
Okay, go ahead. What I miss? What we miss?
I went National Christian. I went Longburg Prep.
Longburg Prep, okay.
I went IMG Academy.
Okay.
I went Riverdale Baptist.
Okay.
I went Oak Hill Academy.
Okay.
I went Notre Dame Prep.
Okay. Why so many schools?
Because I didn't understand who I was at the time, and I was just a jokester.
Yeah.
Remember I told you the size thing?
Yeah.
When you see me, like I would be quiet first, so that people take that as maturity.
Right.
So then what I would do, like things a kid would do, not only would it surprise you because you think I'm older,
right,
but it extra surprise you because you don't know I'm actually younger.
Right.
Remember I was 11, 10 turning 11 in the 7th grade. All my peers was 12 turning 13.
Right.
That doesn't sound like a lot now, but a 13 to 11-year-old, that's a very big maturity gap.
So let me ask you a question. How tall were you? How tall were you 11, 12 years old? 6 foot, 6'2", 6'3"?
11, I was 6'1". Yeah, like 6'1".
Yo.
I was big my whole life. I never had a growth spurt. Like the only thing that grew on me, like from 11 I wore 12. And then the summer of 8th grade, from 7th grade to 8th grade, these shits went from 11 and a half to a fucking 18 where they are today. Swear to God, that's not nigga, my mother hated me that summer because she thought I was lying just to get new shoes every week. And every time we'd go, like, dog, bigger size, bigger for 6, 7 months.
Right.
Bro, feet was hurting.
How did you even find shoes a size 18?
We did until I started playing basketball.
So you basically had to wear basketball shoes the whole while.
No, I wore the same. My uncle that got locked up, before he got locked up, he gave me a pair of Damon Stoudemires. This is my favorite shoes ever. But they was a little too small.
Yeah.
So when they really got small, I used to just step on them and just wear them in slippers. And then, I stopped. Like by the time my first pair of shoes in the 17, 18 was the Allen Iversons with the zipper.
Yeah.
I got a lot of shits. My mom came home with them shits. But that's when I was able to, retire the Damon Stoudemires because like my foot was hanging out them like that big, But but I was always tall my whole life.
Yeah.
Like I stopped growing my 3rd year in the league in Minnesota. Like I got drafted at like 6'8" and a half with no shoes. Mm-hmm. And by the time I got to Minnesota, I'm like now I'm like 6'10" and a half.
Looking at the numbers, you're dominant every school that you went. Was it hard being on your own? Because you're on your own at these schools, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it hard being, because like you said, you're a kid, you 13, 14, 15, 16. You're on your own.
But I was used to it. I was on my own my whole life. I grew up with my mom.
Right.
When I stopped playing basketball and just started living with Nolan and his family.
Right.
I was on my own then. Like, I love Nolan, but
right.
Like waking up early, like, because my grandmother, she wake up 5:30 every morning.
Yes.
Start looking for change in the couches and shit. Every morning, like somebody put it there last night. But every morning this is how I knew God is. This is my first, I knew really Every morning, she'd wake us up 5:30. Man, I gotta go and find $1.10 to get on the bus every morning. I swear to God. So I'm just used to waking up early.
Right.
I move with Nolan, they don't wake up early. Not early as I did. I was like, tiptoe around the house.
Right.
So I've just been alone my whole life. And like, that's it. I just been alone my life, just been quiet my whole life. And it's like when I come outside, I just be wanting to have fun.
Right.
Or just joke or something. And then the world just, for some reason, the world judges your opinion like it's a test. So if I ask you, hey, yo, what you think about the color green? And you just say, I don't like it because it reminds me of the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden you're just a forest killer. Right? So it's like we live in a society to where it's like you can't give opinion without it being graded like a test. And that's basically my whole life.
McDonald's All-American game. You won the MVP. Derrick Rose is in that game. James Harden is in that game. OJ Mayo's in that game. Kevin Love, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan. You go to the McDonald's All-American. Obviously, you're one of the 24 best high school basketball players in America. You win the MVP. When did you know, like, you know what? I can go to the NBA. I'm gonna be great. When did Michael Beasley finally it dawn on him? I'm a bad mofo.
Right then, I was just mad.
What were you mad about?
I was the #1 player in the country, and I get to ESPN, and they got me ranked number 6, and Kevin Love #1. No disrespect to Kevin Love, because I love him, but ESPN been doing this for my whole life. Look at all of my stats. ESPN just make it their business to just erase my existence, even from what you just said. Nobody know I was the MVP. If you go to the McDonald's game, I'm not even in the hallway of the MVPs.
Why?
ESPN. So the only reason I played that game, because I was gonna go there, I twisted my ankle bad.
Right.
So I wasn't gonna play. But when I got there, I seen that ESPN had me ranked number 6. So go look at the game. My first shot of the game was a disrespectful one from half court. And I just happened to make it. So I started busting their ass. That's it.
So you was on one. So you felt some type of way. You like, I'm the #1 player. I come to the McDonald's All-American game. You got me ranked number 6.
I go to the practice, and like Blake Griffin, I love this nigga, bro. Blake Griffin has always been one of my favorite players.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I first meet him, he dunking. That's why he the only reason I did the dunk contest, because I ain't no dunk like that.
Right.
Man, great, but whatever. So Blake Griffin, we just chopping it up, and he was kind of unknown too.
Right.
And he the one brought it to my attention. I'm like, dog, not even like disrespecting me, but it's like, that's weird, because not only was I ranked differently than all of it, everybody else was ranked differently.
Right.
And Kevin Love was #1.
Right.
And like I said, no shot to Kevin Love, because Kevin, I love you. No pun intended.
Yeah.
But I just remember being mad at that, because like I worked for that #1 spot.
Right.
I was chasing OJ Mayo. That's how I was chasing OJ Mayo my whole. And then when we finally get here, now OJ Mayo ain't even a thing to chase.
I forgot how much talent that was, bro. OJ Mayo, Kevin Love, Derrick Rose, Michael Beasley, Blake Griffin. Like, damn, boy, that's a lot of goddamn talent that was coming up at the same time around there at the DMV and all, just not even in the DMV, just all around that area, bro, around that time and that age group.
Like, okay, it was just confusing to 17, 18 year old.
Right.
So then and then number 6, that's when I was like, because I wasn't even gonna play, like I said, I was hurt. So I was just on some disrespect, like some fuck y'all shit, and I wish I wasn't, because that was my hood side.
Yeah.
If I could have been professional, I would have really gave it my all, and then probably would have had 40 points on the ass, 50 points.
Stop and savor the strawberries. That's Daz.
But you made it your mission. You made it your mission that you was going to destroy that you was going to destroy those guys in that game.
After I made the first shot,
yeah.
Like going up into I would just remember being confused. But when I made the first shot, I was like, oh, these niggas trash.
You took a shot from half court. How they trash? They ain't guarding that, Bees.
That ain't my fault.
Were the guys better than you expected? It's like, okay. I mean, I had teammates that. So what?
Honestly,
yeah.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. The only people I couldn't wrap my head around out of that group, Derrick Rose, because I don't realize how tall he is. he like a real 6'4", and like like real.
Derrick Rose 6'4"? Hell no, I thought that was like 6'1".
Yo, I ain't never seen nobody that fast in my mother. And then he like we jump out. He runs so fast too and jump straight up. Man, I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life. I'm so taking the contact and just boom. Right? OJ Mayo was Jordan before all of us. The step backs that KDC today, he was doing that since 13. Ask everybody. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. Right? And then Blake Griffin. I could not believe he jumped that powerful. Right? And then no. Then Kevin Love, Kevin Love can throw a chest pass. And I'm mad he never did this in the NBA. Kevin Love throws a chest pass from full court like Wes Unseld.
Yeah.
Bro, those right there, that's when I was like, God damn, these niggas different. You know, because like nobody know I was a hood nigga. Like I ain't grow up, I didn't find out about AAU basketball until I was 11. I didn't know AAU word was a thing. Right? So I got there. I was just impressed, but then I was just mad because they ranked me number 6.
Are you the best one and done player? Because when you look at your style, I mean, I think your first game, you had like 30 and 20.
Again, I was mad.
Why?
David Hoskins.
I'm not familiar with the name.
David Hoskins played there before me. He got injured, so he was.
He played K-State?
Yeah.
Okay.
And David Hoskins was real strong, real buff nigga. And I love that nigga, Detroit, real cool nigga. But whenever it comes to basketball, he will always tell me like, hey bro, just like we practiced a few times, and he'd be like, hey bro, you took a lot of shots today. Just know when I come back, you ain't getting that many shots. Like he just always for no reason. And I never knew why. Cause I was 17 in college. Right. Turning 18. So it's like, I think he was like the 3rd, 4th year in college and shit. Mm-hmm. But it's like, I used to always be mad at him. Like, nigga, why the fuck you keep on something, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
what you on, bro?
We be kicking it. And he just, bro, just know you ain't getting them shots. Right? That shit pissed me off. Like, a couple of them old niggas pissed me off. Yeah, but I love them. But that's like, I was just mad, man. And then Frank stuck his, like, every time I got in trouble, this is where I learned discipline. Every time I thought a joke, I was flipping a 600-pound tire. 600 pounds, 100 yards, 150 yards, 1,000 yards. Like, really do it. Like, Scott Greenwell got mad at Frank. He came to Frank and said, yo, I gotta find something else because he's having fun with my discipline. Like, nigga, Scott used to make me flip that tire. I used to go in that motherfucker, flip that bitch. Because I used to get in trouble so much. Like, dumb. I was just 17. Right. But David Hoskins just pissed me off and just like, all right, well, I just gotta show you. And I didn't mean to score those points. Like, the points is just me being.
How you actually did it? What was it, a 30-20 or a 40-20 game that you had, your first game? Your first college game?
I don't remember. It was like, I just remember I had.
It was a crazy game.
I had like 20 rebounds.
Yes.
But I just always focused on rebounds. So the points came, they just came. I didn't even know I was just scoring.
I don't know if people realize this. You averaged more points, more rebounds, shot a higher percentage than Kevin Durant, and your 28 double-doubles broke the freshman double-double record, previously held by Carmelo Anthony. Do people realize how great you were that 1 year at K-State Bees? Do they realize how great you were? Of all the one and dones, and they've been some great one and dones, but do people realize just how great you were? Or do you realize it?
I just told you ESPN do their best to try to. That's as real as I can be. Like, I know what I did, and the day before my first game, I text KD. I don't like, he ain't never said it. I never said this. I wish I still had that phone. Text KD and was like, dog, how did you do it? Like, how I do what? Like, bro, you average, bro, you did what you did last year, bro. Like, what the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He literally texted me, he's like, bro, you better than me. That's easy for you. Enough said. You know, like, Kevin gave me the confidence to do that shit. Right? And not to say that he knew or I knew I was gonna do what I did, but like that's a real conversation, real text, and you know, it just happened that way.
I want you to pick your all-time starting 5 of one and done from this list. I'm gonna give you KD, Anthony Davis, Zion, Melo, Kyrie, Joel Embiid, Derrick Rose, Michael Beasley. Starting 5.
I'm gonna take Derrick Rose at the 1.
Yep.
I want to go big because I need rebounds. So I'll take KD at the 2.
Okay. Damn. You got big ass.
I'll take Zion at the 3.
Okay.
I'll take AD at the. Wait, who else you said?
You got AD, Carmelo, Kyrie, Joel Embiid.
No. KD at the 2, Melo at the 3, Zion at the 4, and AD at the 5.
You leaving yourself off?
I want to win.
You can win with you.
I can win better with them.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. This NIL now. They had NIL when you were in school. Would you have stayed in school or you going to the NBA?
I wanted to stay in school. But everybody told me this is one of the things nobody listened to what I wanted to say. Like Frank can tell you. Like I begged Frank. Not begged him, but I really wanted to stay in college.
Right.
Like as far as college figures, Tim Duncan was the one I like admired the most.
Yeah. He stayed all 4 years.
Because at the time, Corey Brewer and Joakim Noah and Al Horford,
yes,
they did the double-double thing.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Yeah.
So that right there, like the boldness of Joakim being the number 1 and coming back and then doing it again.
Right.
Right. So I just started researching, and then Tim Duncan was like, because in my mind, I'm like, bro, that's got to be the first time that ever happened.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan, 3 years in a row, number one, and then went number 1. It's like, I don't got it. You don't know for me. I know. Calm down. Time waits for us all.
Yeah.
And look at his career. So I really wanted to stay 3 years, 4 years, and like maybe get a ring. The scoring thing. I didn't know I was gonna score that many.
I think staying in Kansas would have been good for him too. It would have got him away. It wouldn't have rushed him because where he came from, bro, and how he's traumatized, bro, going into the NBA with all that toxicity that comes with the game, bro. He didn't really learn a lot of the stuff he needs to, and I feel like he just really got taken advantage of, bro. And that's the worst part of this game, because these people don't really care about you. They just see you as, bro, this is just a business. And once your time is up, they on to the next, bro.
Point. So I started averaging it out. I was like, I can really like be some Pete Mervis shit.
Yeah.
Right. So that was really my real thought. But like my family and the people we spoke about,
right.
And then they just made the decision for me.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
God damn. But you look at the money that these kids making now, and they jump from school to school. Somebody say, "Well, I got $2 million for you. You play 1 year here. I got another 2.5 over here. I got another 3 over there." Is that good for college sports? And I'm not begrudging guys making the money. Make them more.
Everything has a yin and a yang. So there's always good for the worst reasons.
Yeah.
And there's always evil for the best.
Right.
So giving these kids money early, some of them are gonna know what to do with it, and some of them are gonna start businesses. Like I know a kid, Ellie Popak, man, one of mostly raised some good kids. So one of them, Ellie, 13, he started a vending machine company, and now he scales to like $1 million a month. Wow. You're only 18, right? Some kids will know what to do with the money. Some kids will just further, like it's a scale. Like the difference between medicine and poison is just the dosage. The difference between Elon Musk and the crackhead is just the dosage. What you do with the money, it all correlates, right? So yeah, I would love to say it's great, but then if I'm being honest, if I can look back on the past and everything isn't 100%, but we do as a society repeats itself as history, I have to believe that this money is detrimental to some of these kids. Right. I think they should just be playing for the right reasons. I think they should be playing to be a better person, to learn discipline, for longevity. I think we're so scared of the right now that we don't think about tomorrow. That's where the money comes in. And goes out.
In that 2008 draft, if the Bulls don't get the number 1 pick, is Michael Beasley the number 1 overall draft pick?
That's the only thing I'm mad about, Pooh. That's
Your
like,
hometown kid, and they got the number one pick.
Pooh, like literally D Rose, one of my favorite. Like when I met D Rose at 14, we sitting there chopping up in the room and shit, and he's sitting there like, man, I ain't never went through my girl phone. Never went through my girl phone, Drew. And now I'm sitting there like, for real, why not? You know what? Bruh, you don't trust yourself, I can't trust you. Bruh, that ball stuck in my leg. I'm talking about, I remember that from, like, bro, he was one of the flyest, smoothest. Like, when you know him, he loud, but in public, he just smooth out the way, just like he played. Right? So, that's the only thing about D-Wade I was hot at, man. It's like, soon as Chicago got it, was like, man, Pooh. But I didn't know he was going to do what he did in Memphis. I didn't know that they was going one shot away type shit, right? But that's the only thing I was mad at. I wish I wasn't, because I wasn't able to embrace my mom and my family, like, you know. But I think if anybody else would have got the first pick.
Right. You've heard a lot of conversation over the last week or so. I think Pat Bev started the conversation about D-Wade and James Harden. That James Harden is a much better player than D-Wade, yada, yada, yada. And there have been a lot of people weighed in on it. You know, some people say, well, I'll take regular season James Harden, but I won't play off D-Wade. You played with D-Wade in Miami. You was in the McDonald's All-American game with Harden. What's your take on this, B?
I think yesterday never happens and tomorrow never comes. I think we so into nostalgia that we want our childhood to be better than every other eras, right? So we're talking two different eras. When Clyde Drexler played, it was a 1-2. That third step was a trial.
Yes.
D-Wade was the era of introducing the Euro step with Manu Ginobili.
Great.
James Harden was the era of introducing the zero step and volume shooting.
Yes.
Right? So if I had to say who's better, I can't, because he can do way more things legally than they can.
Right.
Right? I would have to just divide the eras up, right?
Yes.
D-Wade played in the era he played in. And when D-Wade played, just like when Kobe played in that era,
yes,
teams will tell you the first to 90 wins the game. That means 100 points, right?
Yeah.
We were only scoring 90 points that. In an era where D-Wade was averaging 30 points, giving you 5 assists and 5 rebounds. That means he accounted for at least 40% of the offense with the blocks and the steals, right? In that same era, I think the most threes per game might have been like 5 or 6, and that was from like Kyle Korver, right?
Yeah.
If you shot a fast break 3, you're getting benched, right? James Harden and Steph Curry, they introduced the era of the point guard, shooting guard especially, volume shooting. D-Wade was 29, 30% on 1 or 2 a game.
Right.
James Harden ain't nothing but 36 on 10 a game.
Yeah.
He just shooting more. And now, let me get off this era. I love to watch James Harden play.
Yeah.
You understand now? Like I said, 90 points, 30 points, 40% of the James Harden and Steph Curry helped introduce volume shooting. Now everybody's shooting a 3. Now we're scoring 140 points a game.
Correct.
James Harden scoring more points, but
with their lesser of the team's percentage.
You understand? And no disrespect to James Harden, because he can only be in his era.
Right.
He introduced his era, and he should be proud of the step back that we all shoot, because that's him. Right. But if Steph and James didn't take 10 a game they're only making 36%. That's 3.
Yeah.
If they didn't take that, and you understand, it would have never be this era today. D-Wade, I remember my second year, going into my second year, D-Wade came to me bragging like, dog, I made 100 threes last year. That was a big thing.
Yeah.
And now you're talking about 10 a game. You got to average that. That's 800 threes compared to the 100 he's bragging about making at 30%. That's 300 to 800. Yes, if D-Wade took 800 threes, you don't think he was going to make 300 of them?
Right.
You know, so people comparing eras when you can't do that, because it's different rules. And zero step is a thing.
And they're so different of players.
Yeah.
James Harden is with the ball in his hands. He's going to shoot the step back 3. D-Wade didn't have the ball mainly in his hand. He's a dive, slash into the basket.
Fish swim, And you got to let people do what they do. They control the games differently.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
We the ones. That's why.
Right. The big three in Miami. How upset when you they traded to get LeBron and Bosh?
Very. Bro, I was the one that made it happen. Like, now this is why I love Pat Riley, because he's just as honest as they come. And now maybe he was telling me, maybe he knew before he was telling me, but he sat me down and he said, bro, I'm not trading you, because, it was trade rumors. Like, I ain't trading you. He said, the only way I would trade you is if I can get Bosh and Bron at the same time. That's literally, he said those words to me. You understand? So I remember being in my house, I was in the sitting room, falling asleep, waking up to my phone going off. So everybody telling me I was going to Minnesota. So that was like maybe 2-3 weeks apart. But when it happened, it was just straight to Minnesota. I was just upset. It was like, damn, man. But whatever. I was I was mad. Bron, my favorite player. Bron, the first player I told my mom about. Bron is the reason I spoke to my mom about basketball for the first time. You understand? Like, we was at the track and Stink came to me and KD was like, bro, he's 240 and he's 6'8". And we just was like, oh my God, he doing that. I went home and I told my mom, bro, I want to be that. That's the first time I ain't want to be a rapper no more. Real shit. Cause like back then, everybody outside was centers. Bron had helped me and KD. Like, cause Stink was working on me and KD. Stink used to always tell KD, when you dribble 5 feet. You understand? So it was a brand new thing for somebody our height to be but when we saw LeBron, we said, oh no, nigga, yeah, we coming right after that, yeah. Man, I remember telling my mom that, and she like, bro, I don't know who the fucking LeBron James is, or so Bron was my favorite person my whole life.
You got an opportunity to play with LeBron. you go back to Miami, and before we get to that, why weren't you more successful in Miami? Looking at your college career, Bees, I ain't gonna lie.
Being honest with you?
Yes, please.
Because everybody gets drafted to their own.
Bro, keeping it real, bro, I ain't never seen him really open up as much as he doing on this.
Situation.
Okay.
Pat Riley is so smart that he tricked you guys and just won 17 games the year before. The year before that, he was second round, and the year before that, they won a championship.
Right.
We were still in the D Wade era.
Right.
So when D Wade got hurt, they tanked 17 games to try to get if you look at the demographics, Utah was running the right. Darren Williams and Carlos Boozer.
Yeah.
They drafted me to beat Carlos Boozer. I used to watch Carlos Boozer and Carl Malone try to fucking throw up. I used to try to tell you, see how narrow my shoulders is?
Yeah.
No way in hell can my shoulders get that wide. I can get strong, but wide.
Yeah.
And I used to tell them all the time, it's like, bro, I can be that effective, but just my way.
Yeah.
Spo and, I love Spo. Spo and Rothstein, and they were so anxious to get back to the championship and curate D Wade that they just forgot about me. And then I didn't help get in trouble, so that part. But
there's a lot of getting in trouble in Miami, huh?
No, I didn't get in trouble like y'all think. I got in trouble just trusting the wrong people.
Okay.
Yeah. I got in trouble. What we said, just being around.
Yeah.
And just one of them people I was around with my teammate. But no, I didn't get that's the part of the narrative I hate. I didn't we're 11?
Yeah.
This is literally the first time I've ever been in. I don't do things like this. I don't go to this doesn't attract me, this doesn't excite me. You understand? If you wasn't as cool as you was, I was gonna check you about having me here. But I don't do shit like this. So I ain't get in trouble how everybody think I got in trouble, but I ain't, I'm not innocent.
You mentioned like LeBron was your favorite player, and you get an opportunity to come back to Miami in 2013, and you play with D Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen. How was that experience?
It was good, but bad on basketball. Just bad.
You wanted to play more? What was it?
Yeah. Like every time I stepped on the court, it said I should play more. The numbers say I should play more.
You getting buckets? I ain't gonna lie,
but not just buckets.
Yeah.
I can get. You understand?
Yeah, I do rebound. Yeah,
I do. Like I like to win the game. I don't like to just go out there and score. Like just because I can do it, don't right. You know what I'm saying? I got to breathe. You know, this is whatever. Just God gave me that gift. Right. But I just like to win the game, and I just wanted to play with him. But it's like I played this position, and Spo couldn't figure out how to make us both Mack trucks. That's what he used to call Bron truck.
Right.
Bron, like the Mack truck lane. Right. He couldn't figure out how to make us both Mack trucks.
Right.
And like Spo just couldn't figure us out. But like this is why I can't talk bad about Spo. Because remember we talked about that yesterday? When Spo was in the bubble and he let Hero and Tyler Duncan and he let them the young guys
Robinson. Yeah.
I'm a Heat fan because that was like the apology I needed for not letting me play when I was young.
Right.
And then you see where Hero and Duncan are today.
Right.
Right. So I just wish he would have gave me that right there.
Right.
But at the time, it was just so like it was my rookie year, his rookie year, and it was the D Wade show. So he couldn't even give me his real opinion or accept mine because it was what Pat says, or what D Wade says. You understand?
Yeah.
So like I personally, I think that's what happened to my career. And then when I left, then whatever narrative everybody made up, like I got canceled before we even created a culture. You understand? Like this cancel culture.
Yeah.
Like we came up with the culture in like 2012, 14.
Yeah.
We came up with the cancel culture. Like, bro, I got canceled in 2008 for just trying to figure out who I was. And then by the time I got traded, then y'all just took everybody's word for what they said about you. That's crazy, Michael Beasley. I could never say anything now. Right.
I read that when you came back to Miami, you tried the LeBron diet.
Yeah.
Did it help?
Hell yeah, man. That nigga.
What? So
he don't, bro. When it comes to winning life in music, it's Drake.
Yeah.
In sports, it's LeBron James. I don't care how much you hate this guy. I don't care how he's a billionaire playing basketball. He spends $1 million plus on his body. Bro, he's 41. He's been in the NBA since 18.
Yeah.
Okay, let's reverse that. Like he's been in the NBA more than half his life.
Yes.
He's doing something right.
Right.
So when I got next to him, I just did everything he did. You know, I'm talking about down to the ice cream and chocolate chip cookies. Real shit. And then, but I never been, bro, I came out of college, I was 240.
Right.
Bro, when I was next to LeBron, I was 265, 4 or 5% body fat, just walking around, but it didn't fit for because I don't play like him. He played more brute and I'm more finesse. So that kind of got in the way. But I love, man, listen, bro.
You love the way you look, it felt good.
I used to go home with no shirt. What? Man, yeah. But like, I just never been that big before.
Right.
Like in college, like Scott Greenwell, like I didn't notice at the time, but he made my body perfect for me.
Yes.
That's why I was able to do what I was in college.
Yes.
And I just didn't. I actually wanted to take him my whole career, but that, whatever things I like, and I love him to death. So he ain't never do nothing wrong to me. It was me on him. But LeBron, I was 265. Yeah, I just don't eat that much. He eats 2-3 times a day. I'm used to eating once a day.
Had they turned you loose in Miami and let you be kind of what you were in K-State, how effective could you have been? How impactful could you have been?
One of my favorite phone calls, we was in the gym one day. After the gym, Bam and B Chill called me, and it was a couple other guys. And, you know, this was when the gym was popping. Bam called me and was like, yo, all right, be real, bro. Be real. Like I'm saying, I ain't trying to stroke your ego, but you know what I'm saying, I'm just asking you a real question. And he asked me that same question. He said, bro, how many times do you think you would have won an MVP? Just that question alone from one of my peers. I told him, I said, well, I don't think D Rose deserved that one over LeBron. D-Rose was definitely, but I think LeBron deserved 5 straight.
Right.
I don't think I would have got it over Kobe or Westbrook's triple-double.
Right.
So if I'm being honest, I would have been 2nd, 5th, 10th a lot of years, and I may have got one.
Right.
Right? But I definitely would have been at least a Carmelo Anthony-esque score. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't like to live in, like, you know, just that, like the fact that Bam called me and asked that, it was random, dog. And we had a conversation 40 minutes about it.
Yeah.
And then I said maybe one, and he said, nah, dog, you tripping, do. That's all the respect I need.
You ever think about I know you say you don't like to live in the past, but have you ever thought about what could have been, what should have been?
Yeah, I mean, we forced to. That's like, how often are you alone?
A lot.
Right? And how often are you alone when people are around? Like, I'm never in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
It's a million things going on.
Correct.
You got more
Man, I just told that girl that one I was talking about yesterday. I said, man, in the chat, I was like, I feel alone in a room full of people that say they love me. So I'm always feeling alone, bro, and that's a hurtful thing, bro.
neurons than there is in the right universe. So yeah, I dwell on the past a little bit, you know, but that's just helped me prepare for the future a lot more, you know.
You mentioned the ice cream and cookies. D. Wade told a story. Norris Cole has told a story.
I was on the plane.
You was on the plane. Tell her what transpired. Dwayne said, I think they were playing cards or something.
I'm gonna tell you from my perspective.
Yes.
Spo tried to swing his dick and Riley tried to swing their dick.
Did you guys lose that game? You win the game? What?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all lost the game.
Mm-hmm.
So they were mad
and
that you had lost.
And Spo and Riley, I seen it happen because I'm watching. Like, I was a quiet guy.
Yeah.
I'm watching it. Spo and Riley tried to take took
the cookies
and then tell him, like, I'm pretty sure if they would have went to him like a person,
yes.
a man, it would have been maybe a different story.
Right.
But he personally brings those himself, his chef. And
so they took his cookies. They weren't the plain cookies.
Yes.
Whoa.
That's the part of the story they're not telling. Like, Bron ain't gonna come to your establishment and have your cookies. No, he got a chef and he bringing his own ice cream and his own cookies.
So those LeBron ice cream, LeBron cookies,
yeah.
They took.
Yeah, I would have been pissed too. Somebody took something that I had made from my personal house. Yeah, bro, I've been pissed the fuck out too.
LeBron ice cream, LeBron cookies, and wouldn't let LeBron eat his own ice cream and cookies.
Bro, that boy stood up.
That's the story that
like Thanos. Sitting there with the cards. Hey, yo, can I get my, where I play cards at, I can see where they bring the cookies at.
Yeah.
So I can see them scrambling. But at the time, I don't know.
You don't know why.
I know why because I didn't know that I knew why. Right. So I'm just watching like, dang. Come to Bron. What? Hey, hold on. Stood up and yelled as far as the back. Everybody heard him. Yo, if anybody do it, bro, sat down. I mean, it was loud as, and sat down. It's cool as a cool. You ain't got my cookies. Y'all ain't going. You're right, bro. He him. Like, that's the first time I seen the whole organization get scared. Nigga, from that point on, man, they tiptoed around him. They knew he was out.
So from that moment on, you knew LeBron was leaving.
They knew he was leaving. Everybody did. Man, bro. Yeah, 100%.
So they were saying like they were surprised. Like
I knew. If they didn't know, I knew.
Because
like, everything was different. Everything was like, bro, he's such a fun person.
Yeah.
He's just such a, like, people see him and bro, he's just such a fun, goofiest person you'll ever be around, bro. It's like, you understand?
Yeah.
If me up because I'm just expecting to be the goofy one. You understand? And he played the joke before I played the joke. Like, goddamn, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, Bron the easiest person to be around. That's why it's like when you fuck up, you just fuck up. Right? And it's like, you want to make this $1 billion or not? He the one player that knew who he was from day one. Kevin Durant had to find out, D-Rails, all of us from day one. Man, he knew when I walk in this, it's gonna be $1 billion. Do you want to make it or not? Simple as that. You understand? And I seen that. I seen that.
See, I thought the cookies. I thought the cookies were like the team.
No,
he brought his own cookies.
Now I could be wrong, but I don't think no. I remember Ron bringing his own cookies.
Man, how y'all lose to the Spurs?
I didn't play. I played the 1-2 games. Spo, like if Spo would have played me, we'd have won. They couldn't figure, like, watch the game I played in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Like I scored like 8 points in like 2 minutes or some shit. It was like the end of the game, but it's like if Spo would have played me, they wouldn't have had no answer for them.
Right.
But I was in the suit the whole game, so don't say y'all anything. Spo didn't like me.
Why?
Because I don't know. I don't know. I really don't.
But I thought the objective is to try to win a game. You ain't got to like the player. If the guy's gonna help me win,
if you got a player that's per 36, my per 36 match up with DeMar DeRozan's. Why am I not paid like it? Why haven't I played like it?
Right.
So yeah, logic applies to us all, but when it comes to Michael Beasley, it just doesn't. My whole career, go watch it. I've always watched more than half the game, and my numbers showed that I should be playing more.
Right.
But for some reason, people just took my thoughts and opinion as great in the test, and I got judged for being that instead of who I actually am.
Were you still in Miami after LeBron left?
1 year.
How was it?
Worse. This Spo looked at me and set me behind James Ennis in the belief that he was the next LeBron James. I love James too, but Spo, you wild for that one. I was hot. The whole year I sat in there. I came back from China, so I had to go bust ass in Shanghai.
Yeah.
First time, like whatever. Came back, and Spo literally had me sitting behind James Ennis and Shabazz Napier, right? It's like, bro, whatever. He just didn't like me.
Wow.
He just didn't like me.
You've heard the conversation. There are a lot of people that say Memphis, and I don't know how much time you spend in Memphis other than being on basketball travels. LeBron spoke about the hotels. KD spoke about the hotels. Even Randolph and Allen, Tony Allen spoke about the hotel. But what is did LeBron get misconstrued? What is it about Memphis? I mean, I don't know a whole lot about Memphis. Have you spent any time outside of basketball in Memphis?
Yeah, I got good friends in Memphis.
So what is it about this hotel? Because I know
Memphis problem is everything fun about Memphis is 30, 40 minutes outside of where the downtown is.
Okay.
You're talking to a guy like LeBron James. Everywhere he's gone, the party has always been. He's not driving 30 minutes to find out where the party is.
Right.
So he don't know what real Memphis is.
Right.
Right? Downtown Memphis is not the prettiest place. It's ghetto, it's hood, it's scary for a person that got money. That's why Josh shouldn't be with the Josh, I love you. But I know some real good people in Memphis.
Right.
I know some real good people. Memphis is a fun city. It's just when you don't know, you end up on the wrong side and don't know who you with. Bron ain't got time for that. You understand?
Most NBA players don't got time for that.
Yeah, but it's hard to explain to our people that even in a dispute, we cannot have a respectful conversation without you wanting to fight me. You can't lose the fight. I can't lose the fight without us wanting to kill each other.
Right.
That's a real thing in our community.
It is.
And y'all want to chastise Bron because he want to be here forever for his kids?
Right.
No, if I was a billionaire and if I was as childish as he was
That's the realest shit ever. Like, we as black people always think, bro, like just because nigga don't want to be in a toxic area or around certain shit, and it really be ain't even black people. It just I don't want to be around niggas. Just like last night, bro. I hate being around. I hate working around niggas. I hate picking up niggas. I hate dealing with niggas. And then you just talking about black people. I'm just talking about in general. I was just talking to this dude last night about this. Bro, our community so fucked up, bro, and damaged. I don't want to be around that toxic ass shit. The females, all that, bro. Like, don't nobody want to be around that, bro, that really then came from that life or really understand what's behind that. And niggas just want to make it home back to their family, bro. Like, niggas want to have a good time, make it home back to their family. But when there's a whole bunch of, and I hate to say it, when I see a whole bunch of us, I'm gone. You ain't finna see me there too much longer. And I know it ain't gonna, and I ain't even gonna say us. If I know I see and I get a feeling for too many niggas, gone.
Go and do things at my leisure. Memphis is not a place I want to do it at because I don't know, somebody that looks like me may rob me. Y'all gotta stop pretending that's not a thing. That's what's wrong. Accountability. Remember I told you the women?
Yes. You did.
Okay, wait. Those same women has raised these men that's speaking today. Remember I told you the wise man don't say nothing?
Yeah.
Now we in the era of the closed mouths don't get fed. And y'all want to blame Braun for building a billionaire and not wanting to get shot, robbed? Bro, stop doing that.
You mentioned Ja, and you said, I think what you were alluding to, Ja probably needs to move on from Memphis.
No, Ja just around the wrong people in Memphis.
So you want him to stay in Memphis?
Bro, Ja just be kicking it with the cool kids in Memphis.
Yeah.
And just Memphis is just a sidey town. So you kick it with some kids and the other kids don't like you.
Right. Okay.
You understand? Ja need to play basketball and just stop kicking it with those kids. You understand? And that's the part of, like, when I said it went viral or whatever the fuck. That's the part of T I want him to realize is like, dog, you need to keep him in the gym and out of that club shit, out of them the cool scenes, because just like LeBron James, the cool scene is wherever you are. No, Ja don't need to get out of Memphis. The city loves him.
Yes.
Ja just need to understand who he is to Memphis, so the city can love him to life and not love him to death. They need to help him become a better him,
right?
Rather than shoot him up, bang bang.
You do realize that I think there's a greater chance that they're going to probably move on. You see, they traded Desmond Bain. You see, they traded Triple J.
Desmond Bain, we the ones. He came out of Ajay.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
So you think there's a greater chance that Ja stays in Memphis or he's moving on?
What is and shall be. That's not that's up for the sun to see, you know, and us to handle. I don't know where he's gonna go and if he's gonna go anywhere, but I just think before y'all start judging him and then like just help him.
2018 Lakers, Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Alex Caruso, Zubats. You play on that
That's
team.
the team I played on?
Yeah. Should they have kept that core together?
Honestly?
Yeah.
I wasn't a basketball player then.
What were you there?
My mom died. I couldn't.
You couldn't focus, huh?
So New York hurt my feelings because I played really good in New York.
Right.
And New York was only 3 hours away from DC.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to drive, you know, my mom lived on the Baltimore side of this time. So
yeah.
I used to drive 3 hours, like after practice, after games, after, you know, whenever I could to go see my mom.
Right.
Because like she had cancer.
Right.
Right. So I was hoping to stay in New York, man. I wanted to stay in New York so fucking bad. Or I wanted to go to DC or Philly. Like one of those teams that was close to my mom.
So you still get
yeah, like, you understand? New York looked at me and said, Michael Beasley is the greatest player, the smartest player to ever put on a Knicks jersey, but how did this help us win? This is one of the times I wish I had something to say because I said, I don't know. Like, I ain't never, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when I signed with the Lakers, that's when we found out my mom was been lying about us about having stage 2 cancer and it was stage 4. And then when I went to the Lakers, we talked all day on FaceTime, me, her, and my brother, right? And then like right before the season, my brother went home. And FaceTime me and like I was on the phone with my mom, just same shit, you know? And he showed me like the side she wasn't showing us. So like we didn't know, but like every day she would like really get up and make sure she take her morphine so she can have that phone call, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just couldn't hold him. I just couldn't blame him. And I just had to go. Bro, my mom was driving herself to chemo until they put her on hospice. She ain't deserve that. And I was mad at her at that time because I remember I told you my dad did.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't know how to just. Yeah, bro. I ain't like that year because, man.
You say you.
All right, y'all. So I gotta go to work. I'm gonna stop at 1 hour 22 minutes on my stint. This is gonna be part one of this. I'm gonna actually finish this because this is actually a good interview, bro. And I really want to finish this one. But I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. This was part one of the Same Goal, Different Struggle extended version of the Shannon Sharpe and Michael Beasley interview. I'm gonna probably finish it up tomorrow. I'm gonna drop this one tonight and then finish it up tomorrow, y'all. For everybody else, man, I'll see y'all later on. I'm doing my a collabing with my bro Nate on this NFL draft tonight, bro. Rest in peace to my brother Q. I wish you was here to do this with us. I'm gone, y'all. One.